Alright, we're going to set up SketchUp. Choose a template. We'll just start with a simple template, feet and inches. Delete the character. Go to parallel projection. Windows, we'll do model info, and we'll make these as small as we can go. Now the other thing we want to do is go to styles, edit, do this by material. This will let us color our lines later. Now we can take this and save this as a file or a template, whatever we want to do. I usually just save it as a file. That way I don't have to keep choosing templates. I always come to the same file when I'm going to do something again. Just give it a name and save. And we're set up. Viola. Alright, we're going to open up our starting file, or you would choose the template, however it is you did, but this is our basic starting point. First thing we're going to do is work on a wing template. This is a very basic wing template. It's just one that I know from experience works, and we'll get into setting up different ones later, making them more complex. This is just a really standard set of geometry that I know works well. I'm just going to come in and make this a 5-inch line. From there, we'll go 1.5. Another 1.5. And from there, 6 inches. This extra over here. This was just set up as a 20 by 30 sheet of foam board because that's, where we start from. This being the bottom plate, this will become our leading edge, second and third break, and our top plate. Just going to measure up on the blue axis. 3/4 of an inch. This one, and this one. Fold them up. Till that's on that line. Level. And here, we know our foam's 3/16 of an inch thick, so we'll just make a 3/16 of an inch thick line. Select this, select the line. Bring that to there. Just going to proof this a little bit. And this will be a good template to get us started working on a wing for our model. What we're going to do is come over here, make this a component. Name, and to save this whole file also under that name. It's going to help us later on when we're trying to get something imported or working with things, keeping them nice and separate. Alright, we went to outerzone.com and downloaded the RCM Trainer 5. It's just a basic balsa plane. It's a small scale, so it's going to work on all of our small power plants from like the B size through the minis. I chose this plane for this demo because we've got some really basic shapes. We can show the basic techniques. We'll do a more complex plane next time around. Right now all we got to do is figure out how to get this PDF into SketchUp. So copy that image. It takes a while if you do it this route. I don't really like doing it that way. Here's what we're going to do. We'll get rid of that. Come over here, take a snapshot, and click take. There we go. It takes the picture just that quick. Open up Paint. Paste it in there and crop it. Then we'll save that picture as a JPEG, or whichever one of these you want to use. I just go for a JPEG. Give it a name. Close that up. I'm going to keep this open just because as we import to the JPEG, or when we make it a JPEG, we're going to lose some of the definition. If there's something we want to read, we'll come back to the PDF just to be able to read the text. Shrink that down. Open up our plane demo. Import RCM5. Drop it right there. Make it about so big. And right here, I know that this is a 6-inch scale. Start there. Right here, specify 6 inches. Ask me if I want to resize. Yes. Now my plans are to scale in SketchUp, and I can start tracing. Alright, we'll look at the PDF, and our plans tell us that we're looking at a 36 3/4 inch wingspan, and the fuselage length is about 28 inches. So we can look at our SketchUp, we can do our checks here. .27, 57, 64. So yeah, we're right at our 28 inches on the fuselage length. Roughishly, good enough for government work. It'll get us there. And 18, 13, 30 seconds on our span, 36, and yeah, a little bit. So that's right at about the size that we want to be at. So our size is good for what we're going to work with. We've got no issues there.